love me. If you are, baby girl, to love me, I give it to you. As long as you won't trust me, sometime. Tell me how you fuck me, just keep it real. All of my kids to my love, all my kids, all my kids, all my kids, give you all of my kids too. Already best go get blessed better watch. You know what the fuck is going on, baby? I'm about Big C. Shout out to Ante. You know what's pop, baby. Reaction to my channel. I'm back, baby. I'm Liddy. My city. I get the biddies. You already know what's next, man. No Diddy, nigga. I smack shit out you. Send you back to the grocery store for a pack of Newports so CCDDBB involved. And I ain't playing no games. You ever been to that road? We'll take you, nigga. With pop. How we living? How you been to? What's goody? How you living? We back, baby. It's been a little minute. It's been a couple months. Monumental, that's that versus. That's that Freddy Krueger versus Jason. That's that Superman versus who? That's that Michael Myers versus whatever. You know, I'll fuck with this channel. This channel get litty in my city. It's a little, you know, it's a little fake, but you know, it's always a hypothetical. You feel me? Bitch ass nigga, catch my double line. You know what I'm saying? Anyway. We got another one. We back Superman versus the Hulk. I did this reaction yesterday. The shit was smooth, but at the same time, the volume was not there. So now we got to redo it. Let's get pop. Hopefully it's no chop, because when I watched that bitch back, there was no chop. What the fuck we got going on here?
In the world of comic book legends, few names resonate with as much sheer power as Superman and the Hulk. These two titans, one a beacon of hope from another world, the other a volatile force born of human experimentation, represent two very different versions of...
Like I said yesterday, which y'all don't know, I got Superman. Superman, the greatest of all time. He's my favorite of all time. This nigga got every power imaginable. Not every power imaginable, but still, he's the greatest character, especially in DC. He's the strongest character ever created, nigga. In all of superheroes, nigga, he's the greatest to me. Nigga, cannot be beaten, nigga. But anyway, we gonna see what the Hulk can do, because this nigga, the Hulk, is different. He's different tier. He's top tier too.
Of strength, resilience, and fury. But what would happen if these colossal forces of nature ever collided? Today, we dive deep into the powers, personalities, and potential of Superman and the Hulk, and explore what would happen if these two giants went head-to-head in a battle for the ages. In this video, we will be pitting Superman against the classic Hulk, the green-skinned giant whose strength increases with his anger. Stick around till the end, where we will explore a detailed fight scenario between the two and explain how the fight would play out, before giving a definitive answer as to who would ultimately win. To understand this clash, we first have to understand each character. Superman, the Man of Steel. Born Kal-El of Krypton, he is the last son of a dying planet, sent to Earth as an infant and raised by human parents in the quiet town of Smallville. Under Earth's yellow sun, his alien physiology awakens. What emerges is not just a powerful being, but a god among men, with strength that can move planets, speed that outpaces light.
Did he beat the Flash, or he was just close to beating Flash? Like, bro fast as shit flying. Then this nigga is the strongest nigga on Earth. He could move Earths, mountains, tornadoes, all types of shit. Me? Bruh, you know what I'm saying? Laser vision, ice breath. Like, what we talking about? What we talking about, man?
And senses that reach across continents, Superman is often seen as the most powerful superhero in the DC universe. His powers are vast and multifaceted. Invulnerability, flight, heat vision, freeze breath, telescopic and microscopic vision, super speed, super strength.
Tell us, I forgot about that. He could look through walls and shit.
And a healing factor that allows him to recover from nearly any injury. His mind
forgot about that, his rehabilitation.
Processes information faster than a supercomputer, and he can survive in space, the core of stars, even dimensions beyond our own. But it's not just about what he can do, it's how he chooses to use it. Superman doesn't fight with rage. He fights with purpose, with restraint.
You don't fight with
That
rage, you
restraint,
gotta have
however,
purpose.
should never
There
be
gotta
mistaken for
something
weakness.
dangerous around
Because when
him for him to
pushed,
do something.
when truly pushed, Superman is capable of unleashing levels of power that even his closest allies fear. He has held black holes in his bare hands. He has resisted magical forces and dimensional ruptures. And while kryptonite and magic are known vulnerabilities, they are rare and specific, and in a one-on-one clash without preparation, they rarely come into play. Now let's look at his opponent. The classic Hulk, not an intergalactic destroyer or a devilish immortal,
He gets
but the
stronger
original
off fear.
incarnation
not
that
fear,
fans
off anger.
first encountered in the early comics. Born from a
I
failed
already
gamma
know that.
experiment,
It's just-
Bruce Banner becomes the Hulk whenever his anger reaches a boiling point.
They get stronger
And when that
and stronger,
happens,
bro.
there's no
This thing
telling
can-
what kind of
I know
destruction will
honestly,
follow.
Before you even watch this,
Classic
I know
Hulk's
honestly.
power is simple, but terrifying. The angrier he gets, the stronger he becomes. It's a linear power curve with no defined ceiling, and that's what makes him dangerous. Hulk can leap miles in a single bound. He can crush tanks with a single blow. His thunderclaps can level buildings. His skin deflects artillery fire, and his healing factor allows him to recover from nearly any wound. While later versions of Hulk have fused his intellect and power, classic Hulk is ruled by instinct and emotion. He doesn't strategize, he reacts. But don't confuse this for clumsiness. The Hulk's raw combat sense, coupled with his boundless endurance, has allowed him to go toe-to-toe with some of the most powerful beings in Marvel history. Even when outmatched in speed or skill, Hulk doesn't give up. He doesn't stop,
Rewatch the Hulk.
and he doesn't fall easily.
I remember that movie like a motherfucker.
Now that we
nigga was
know
getting
what each
fit.
Titan brings to the table, let's explore where they might gain the upper hand. In raw strength, Hulk is a growing threat. Classic Hulk has shown the ability to lift hundreds of tons, and as his rage builds, that number continues to climb. However, Superman's base strength already sits in the planetary scale, and at full output, he's performed feats like moving the Earth, holding black holes, and bench-pressing the weight of the planet for days without tiring. While Hulk can reach terrifying levels of power, Superman starts there. And he doesn't need to get angry to access it. But the real game changer is speed. Superman is, quite simply, fast enough to move across the globe in seconds. He has dodged attacks at the speed of light, kept pace with the Flash, and reacted in fractions of seconds. Hulk, on the other hand, has superhuman levels of speed. He is capable of swatting jets out of the sky and catching missiles, but he is nowhere near Superman's level. This speed edge allows Superman to dictate the flow of battle, hit and retreat, analyze and strike again. Hulk can't fight what he can't catch. Durability is where things get interesting. Hulk has an incredible healing factor. He's taken hits from Thor's hammer, shrugged off tank shells, and fought through injuries that would drop almost anyone else. Superman, on the other hand, often doesn't get injured at all. He can withstand nuclear explosions, the heart of stars, and even magical attacks that bypass his normal resistances. While Hulk can recover, Superman often doesn't need to. Another crucial distinction is mindset. Classic Hulk is emotional, reactive, and driven by rage. Superman is deliberate, disciplined, and mission-focused. In a prolonged fight, Hulk may grow stronger, but Superman stays sharp. He doesn't just overpower his enemies, he outthinks them. So what happens when these two finally meet? Now we will walk through a hypothetical fight between Superman and the Hulk to determine who would most likely win. If you enjoy this kind of content, we post videos like this weekly, pitting iconic characters against each other. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any of our epic Who Would Win battles. The stage is Earth, maybe a shattered city, maybe an abandoned desert. Somewhere desolate, where nothing will interrupt them and nothing will survive. The Hulk is already raging, perhaps triggered by a military weapon or an attack on someone he loves. Superman arrives, trying first to reason with the creature. He doesn't want to fight, but Hulk is past listening. He sees a threat, a flying man in a cape who dares to challenge him. The first punch is Hulk's, and it shakes the earth. Superman is slammed back, skidding across the ground. He gets up, unharmed, his eyes narrow, The air vibrates, then he moves. To the human eye, it's invisible. A blur of blue and red flashes past Hulk, striking him in the gut. Then the jaw. Then the knee.
There's that flying shit.
Hulk roars in frustration, swinging wildly. He hits nothing but air. Then Superman hovers above him, eyes glowing. A blast of heat vision erupts, forcing Hulk to shield his face. His skin sizzles, but he doesn't fall. He leaps, higher than any creature should be able to, and slams into Superman mid-air. The shockwave cracks the sky. The two crash to the ground in a crater of dust and fire. Now it's a slugfest. Superman's fists hammer Hulk's ribs, but Hulk's punches begin to land too. The battle becomes brutal as both continue to land powerful blows as the earth around them trembles. As the minutes stretch on, Hulk begins to adapt. His strength increases with his growing rage, and each hit he takes makes him angrier. And the angrier he gets, the harder it becomes for Superman to knock him down. Superman realizes the danger. He can't let this fight continue.
Ain't no way.
So Superman changes tactics. He flies upward, far above the clouds. Hulk roars from below. Then Superman dives. Faster than a meteor, he strikes Hulk with the force of a comet, smashing into the earth. The impact vaporizes the surrounding terrain. Hulk is buried beneath tons of rock and rubble. There is silence. Then the rubble moves. Hulk climbs out.
Like a meteor.
Slower, bruised, but alive, and still angry. More dangerous than ever. Superman stands at a distance, breathing.
See how he said he had to switch tactics? Cause damn, that's crazy. That nigga Hulk was getting stronger. He was hitting that nigga Superman with them punches. That nigga Superman was like, oh shit, this shit hurt.
Heavily. He's impressed, maybe even concerned. But he's not finished. He flies forward again, but this time he unleashes everything. Heat vision, super breath, sonic booms, all focused on destabilizing Hulk's rage, knocking him unconscious before he can reach critical mass. Hulk swings wildly, blocking some of the attacks and attempting to knock Superman out of the air. Hulk's movements begin to slow as he is pushed past his limits. And then, Superman strikes again, moving forward in a blur, going into a controlled frenzy of blows, dodging Hulk's massive swings with impossible speed, weaving between fists, and retaliating with lightning-fast punches that land like thunderclaps. Every strike is calculated, relentless, a blur of red and blue crashing against green muscle. Then, in a sudden burst of strength, Superman grips onto the Hulk, lifts him off the ground, and rockets upward, high into the atmosphere. The two disappear into the sky, vapor trailing behind them as they breach the clouds, and then they descend. Faster than sound, Superman drives Hulk downward like a meteor, and with a thunderous impact, smashes him into the earth. The ground erupts around them, a shockwave splitting the landscape, but Superman doesn't stop. He stands over the dazed Hulk, fists pounding down in a flurry of supercharged strikes, each one causing the ground beneath them to fracture, crumble and sink under the weight of their battle. The very earth caves beneath their fury, and then, finally, Superman delivers a final devastating blow. The Hulk goes still, unconscious, not dead, never dead, but down. The fight is over. Superman wins because he possesses the perfect combination of overwhelming power, unmatched speed, tactical intelligence, and emotional control. While the classic Hulk's strength grows with rage and makes him a nearly unstoppable force, he lacks the speed and strategic thinking needed to keep up with Superman in a true battle. Superman's ability to think, move, and strike faster than the eye can follow allows him to stay one step ahead at all times. His durability rivals.
I knew Superman had the upper hand just because he used his smarts. That's what he did, because he had to switch up tactics, just like the guy said he had to switch up tactics. Because like I said, the Hulk was getting, when Superman was hitting him, and the Hulk was hitting him, you know, like I said, the Hulk gets stronger. So that nigga was hitting him with them crazy blows. That nigga Superman was like, oh shit, this shit ain't right. Something gonna happen if I don't switch some shit up. That nigga said, nah, back up, go to the sky. Phew, went to Earth, came back down like a meteor, smashed that nigga, beat that nigga down. Then took his ass back up there, meteor that nigga. Yeah.
Hulk's own, and his wide arsenal of powers gives him countless ways to exploit openings and keep the fight on his terms. Most importantly, Superman doesn't fight to prove he's the strongest. He fights to end the threat swiftly, efficiently, and without ego. In the end, it's that combination of raw strength and focused discipline that gives the Man of Steel the clear victory over the raging brute that is the Hulk. Do you have characters that you'd like us to pit against each other next? Make sure to comment your ideas below. We pay attention to the comments and regularly use ideas from our viewers. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss our next video.
That shit was lit. I like that shit. I like that one. Yo, Superman versus Hulk, man. I already knew Superman was gonna get the best of that nigga, but hey, we'll see what the next video holds. You feel me? Can anybody beat Superman? I think we would. Who we did? Superman versus. It was Superman versus somebody. Oh, Jason. I think we did that a while ago. Yeah, Jason. He had. I don't know. He was close, maybe. How many players go get players they gotta watch? You know what the fuck is going on my mixing. Shout out to Antes, you know it's Pop Baby reaction to my channel. You rock with me and rock with you. I'm Liddy in my city. I get the biddies. Y'all already know what's next, man. No Diddy, nigga. I'm out. Get Blitzy.